Hello, my friends, and welcome to the latest spin. I'm Mike Spinner, Student Athlete World USA. It's Thursday, start of a 3-day weekend for many of you. I know not everyone gets the holiday off on Monday, particularly this guy, but for those of you who are about to start a holiday weekend, enjoy it. And this is kind of like a little bit of a special edition. Yes, it's the regular Thursday night show, but I was going to wait a little while because if you were not aware, the New York Football Giants are on Thursday Night Football this week, and yeah, they're 1-4 in their season's a train wreck, but they're beating at this moment the defending Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. The Giants are so bad against the Eagles that you just assume disaster. So like the Rangers, my favorite sports team in the world, they're up in Buffalo tonight. But I couldn't not tune in to the Giants. But I'm like, all right, Eagles will put up 28 in the first quarter, and I could turn on the Rangers. Rangers won 4-0, if you're wondering. But I really had my whole night planned out around the Eagles making it a laugher. And sure enough, the Giants are not only in it, they have the lead. They're up 10 in the third quarter. So I was going to wait until after the game to do this video. A lot of you watch us on YouTube after anyway, or post it on social media. But this is going to be a Tim Ryerson special right now. Tim, you're killing me. All right, because here we go. Giants, great drive, early third quarter, touchdown. Cam Scatterbo, second of the game, and Giants go up 10. And I get a ping on the phone from my boss, my mentor. Used to be my friend until this moment. Tim Ryerson talking about how great the Giants look. It's like, you don't go and text someone how great their team looks until the job is done, Tim. What are you doing to me? Like, because we know it's about to happen. There's going to be some kind of collapse. Like the Giants are going to have a 10-point lead with 2 seconds left in the game and find a way to lose. Like it's going to make the most talked about finish to a game in the NFL history. We know it's coming because Tim texted me how good the Giants look. And it's like, this was like 10:15 at night, which is like 3 hours after Tim's bedtime. Oh my goodness, I can't believe you did this to me, Tim. So I'm now telling the world that if you're a Giants fan like me and we assume disaster is imminent, all right, we assume that the Eagles are about to invent like a 9-point touchdown, all right, and win the game on some crazy play. We assume it's going to happen because Tim jinxed us. If you're a Giants fan, just know they were on the road to victory. But then Tim texted me, all right, and that is the reason why they're about to lose this game. As bad as I want them to win, because God, do I hate the Eagles. No offense. Well, take offense to it. All because of that one text message. So, Tim, thank you. If Wisconsin ever gets a lead in a football game or basketball game again, I'm going to text you, boy, they got this one locked up, don't they? Or something like that. Because you went and jinx my Giants. This is why I can't have nice things. I have no nice things. None. Because of things like that. I want one Giants win over the Eagles. Just one. Because they're playing each other again in 2 weeks, and there's no way same result. There's no way Giants can be that good in 2 weeks. Too many holes in this team. And you got to go take that. You got to remove that from me, Tim. You removed my heart. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. So I had to go live. So here we are. Welcome to the latest Spin Rant Over. We have a special What in the World, but let's get down to business. So it is around this time of year that I give the same talk every year, but now we're in our busy season. So we have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of applications across all of our sports right now. All right, every sport we do, basketball, lacrosse, ice hockey, soccer, everything we do. We have application after application. And the interviews are piling up, and they've been wonderful. But I'm getting the same question probably 2 out of every 3 interviews. So I'm going to, and Tim, I think we kind of need to make one of those permanent website videos about this. I keep getting the same question like, A, can families travel? Or B, like, oh, I did not realize that this was not just for the athletes, that families can travel. And I feel like every year around this time when we get to our busiest season, I make this the subject of my video. So Tim, we might want to consider something a bit more permanent. that we use to communicate with our families. Because if you're watching this and you're thinking about coming on a tour with us and you're not aware, our tours are unique and special and wonderful because they're for the whole family. For the athlete, of course. I think I speak about it every week, how great our tours are if you're an athlete. But if you're the parent of an athlete, this is still a chance for you to see the world. When you look at the itinerary on our website, the only difference between you and your child, who's the athlete, will be your child will compete in a sport, in their sport, and you will not. Excuse me. Otherwise, it's the same experience. So every excursion we do on a tour, as a relative, parent, grandparent, sibling, sometimes a friend, family friend, who just wants to see the world, everything we do, you do. We travel together on the same coach bus. We stay at the same hotel. Our meals, same places. If there's a game, the players compete, and there's always a spectator area for the guests, for the rest of our travelers. So here's my thing. The question isn't should or can other travelers go, relatives, friends, etc. The question is, why wouldn't you? Because I have to tell you, like, this is not club sport or AAU basketball or something like that. This is a chance to see your child or loved one or friend compete wearing a USA jersey against the world, no matter what sport it is. And not many people get to do this. And I think that's something that we need to do a better job kind of telling our story about. And so I'm telling you right now, if you are watching this and your grandson or daughter or son or daughter sibling is thinking about joining us on the tour, you don't want to miss this. A, you can see the world and do all the great excursions with us. B, see your loved one compete internationally and wear a USA jersey. And I can tell you this from my experience because I last year, while I was the tour director, coordinator, whatever you want to call me for the United World Games Tour, I was also a parent. My son, Matthew, all right, competed in ice hockey, our first ever ice hockey teams for Student Athlete World USA, the one they were, and I went to United World Games. And not only that, but my son scored the first goal that any American has ever scored in ice hockey United World Games. I'm not bragging about my son, but my point is, had I missed that moment, of all the things that went on, it was a great tour. Had I missed that singular moment because I was not on the tour, I'm not sure I forgive myself too easily. All right. It was cool seeing him in a USA jersey. It was amazing seeing him compete against international competition. And at United World Games, we have an opening ceremonies and other things that he got to do that was just really fun and really cool. And I was so proud to be there. But seeing him score the first ever goal, that's what, when you become a sport parent, you dream that you could kind of brag, right? We want that humble brag about our kids. And I'm blessed to have a child who's done very well in his sport and sports, but he was the first one. And it was not because I worked for the company, it was special. It was special because at that moment when he scored that goal, I was a dad, I was a father. And had it been like someone texting me, I'm home in the office doing my job, expanding our empire, making my fortune while my son's making some history, but I'm here, wouldn't have worked. I would have regretted missing that moment. And it was something I'll never forget. And for all of you, I'm telling you, if your child, grandchild, I might go through the whole list, but your grandchild, child, whomever is going on this tour, there will be a moment or moments that you don't want to miss. So when you ask me the question, can other people travel from the family, friend, network, coaches, whoever? I'm telling you yes with about 30 exclamation points, because it's not that you can go, it's you should go. You must go. You don't want to miss this. All right. And from the standpoint of policy, bring the whole family. Bring 15. You do your family reunion on our tour. All right, bring them all. All right, because you all will have the same experience, and you get to be the cheering section for your loved one. So I hope that answers that question. Now, of course, you can always contact me, mike@studentathleteworld.com, and I'm happy to discuss that. But I'm just telling you, if you have a chance, if your schedule allows you to attend the tour with your loved one, and you have a chance to cheer them on in the environment that we compete in, you're going to love it. It's going to change your life, and you're never going to forget it. Hopefully that explained that. And now what in the world? So today's What in the World is brought to you by Wingstop. Now, I am on a colossal diet. See how big this shirt is on me? I may hit 85 pounds lost tomorrow, but I'm of the mindset that during this weight loss journey, I'm not going to be miserable. All right. So every once in a while, I'm in the mood for something real nasty to eat, and I'm jumping in. And I've said many times, if I'm going to live like one less year because I indulge on occasion, so be it, because I love food. Grew up to me, I'd weigh 600 pounds. All right. So the other day, I was having a craving. I love wings. Oh, do I love wings? Like good wings. And I try to avoid the wing chains. Like I think Buffalo Wild Wings is disgusting. No offense if that's your thing. I don't like chain places that serve wings. I don't think they're good. But I happen to be in a shopping center with a Wingstop. So I'm like, I'm doing it. I'm just going to try it. And it was really good. It was so much better than I thought it was going to be. It tasted like, you go to a place that makes great wings, a step beneath that. They were very crunchy. The sauce was really good. It was a quality enough product that I would do it again. Now, if you're ever in Connecticut, you want the best wings in the world, you go to O'Neill's in South Norwalk, Connecticut. Best wings, my favorite wings on the planet. But this for a chain was delicious. So Wingstop, welcome aboard as a sponsor. And I'm creating some history here with What in the World because it is not a sports topic. What in the World today goes out to every single child on the planet who's involved with this 6'7" craze. It's 6'7". I have to tell you how much I don't like 6'7". Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's this whole TikTok trend that started with, I don't know, some athlete or some rapper or some song or something. I don't know. I tried to read up on it, but just merely reading about the 6'7" practice makes me angry enough to hate anyone who does it. It's gotten to the point where my 13-year-old, you can't use the numbers 6 and 7 consecutively without going 6'7", or if there's a number 67 in a sport, football or hockey, 6'7". There are teams out there, because I'm a coach, that as they're warming up, they're stretching, they're counting to 10, and they're now going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11. They're skipping 6 and 7, so it's not a distraction. Like, what is this stupid, awful, idiotic trend of 6'7"? Why is it relevant? Now, on one hand, I'm happy that our children have seemed to stop eating Tide Pods. So from that perspective, I'm very happy. But on the other hand, this is like of all the dumb, and I'll call them TikTok trends, if that's even a thing, of all the dumb TikTok trends that I have had to bear witness of by being a coach and being a father, this is the most annoying. So if you're the reason why the 6'7" trend exists, I have to tell you, I don't like you. And I wish you'd come up with a better trend. Like, how about this trend of like send Mike Spinner lots of money, like something like that, like something relevant, or a TikTok trend, eat healthy, put down your phone and take a walk. Everyone for one day cheer for Wisconsin football, something, some kind of crazy, ridiculous trend that has some kind of value. But I should be able to, say that, I spent $67 on gas without someone going 6'7". I can't stand it. So what in the world, people, why is this 6'7" thing even a trend? Why does it exist? Is there any relevancy or usefulness to this whatsoever? I don't see it. I don't understand it. and I hate it. Rant over. And that's it for the latest spin this week. As always, great fun. And as always, if you or a member of your family, friendship network, or whomever want to do this, see the world, see you play your sport, coolest thing you ever do. Hey, bring 67 people. Ha ha. There's only one way to do it. Go to studentathleteworld.com, complete your application, interview with me, and pack your bags. Everyone, enjoy your weekend. Tim, I'll never forgive you for tonight. We'll see you next week.